head-to-head between Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price molded. Yeah, Dan, amazing to watch Fraser-Price eating up the ground on Dina Asher-Smith, who has been one of the...
这是2019年多哈世锦赛女子4×100米接力决赛，这是中国田径史上最大的失误。中国女飞人葛曼棋甚至无法接受，直接哭倒在女飞人梁晓静的怀里。葛曼棋是一位极其有个性的运动员，小年纪就能看出一身的桀骜不驯，但是她对田径事业爱得深沉，在国内的100米、200米的比赛中多次获得冠军荣誉，甚至在国内全运会上在多位女飞人中拿下100米、200米的双冠王。葛曼棋不仅在国内跑得快，在国外的比赛上，她那是直接开启哪吒模式，跑的那叫一个漂亮。虽然个人成绩都十分不错，但是葛曼棋的内心其实压力很大，因为这是中国女子田径队时隔将近20年再次踏入过世锦赛接力决赛，可以说简直是创下了纪录。中国姑娘该如何应对多哈世锦赛4×100米接力决赛呢？小队成员还是咱们的老朋友韦永丽、梁晓静、孔令薇、葛曼棋。本场比赛最有力的竞争者是夺冠大热门牙买加队和猥琐发育的美国队。中国队的位置处于第8跑道，第7跑道就是猥琐发育到强大的美国队，第6道是英国队，第4跑道的是弗雷泽带领的牙买加队。以中国队在预赛的表现，前3也不是不能拿下。第一棒是有小马达之称的梁晓静，这一次梁晓静心态沉稳，简直是完美起跑，不愧是中国队看中的，并没有落后对手。而且在与第2棒选择韦永丽交接也是非常顺利的，韦永丽犹如定海神针。此时我们还有争取奖牌的希望。韦永丽与第3棒孔令薇的交接也没有问题。此时中国队大概处在前4，优势不算小了。可是最让人心痛的一幕来临，第3棒孔令薇与第4棒葛曼棋交接的时候，竟然出现了重大失误，他们竟然没有在交接区内完成交接，立刻退回交接区重新比赛。此时的葛曼棋心中慌乱，孔令薇催促葛曼棋快跑，但已无济于事。
Oh, they're just showing why their race unfolded. Yeah, Dan, amazing to watch Fraser-Price eating up the ground on Dina Asher-Smith, who has been away here. What a run. Brilliant finish here by the Britons. It's Jamaica's gold, Great Britain second.
葛曼棋奋力跑到终点。
And 2 silvers for her.
That exchange was really crisp, really clean. We didn't see that in the heats.Dan
O'Brien down trackside. You're very much enjoying this penultimate night. That was a brilliant performance from the Jamaicans, wasn't it?
Absolutely fabulous, guys. I'm standing next to Kimberly Williams as she's going up.
让我们看到这一次事故的全部样貌。在孔令薇过来准备3、4棒交接的时候，葛曼棋心态不稳，启动太早了，导致2个人没有成功在规定的交接区内完成交接。葛曼棋这时没有意识到，甚至错愕了1秒，错上加错，更是让他们焦躁不堪，这才导致回到交接区后，葛曼棋甚至不是第一时间飞冲而去。经过孔令薇和葛曼棋的弥补，最终成绩是1分05秒97，中国队的成绩瞬间垫底，无缘奖牌。
Athletes of the games, because that's now a gold and 2 silvers for her.
Well, that's a nice matchup that we got a chance to see, and you're not sure how many more times you're going to get to see that. Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price came here very, very prepared. Everybody wondered about her fitness all season long, but she has absolutely delivered, and I think she's even changed her hair color since she won the 100 meters. But, I think it's really one great athlete almost handing the baton to the next great world sprinter here in Dina Asher-Smith. It's just been a treat. And, we said, can it get any better than last night? Guys, I think it just did tonight. Just some fantastic races and some epic field events.
I couldn't agree more. That was insight from Dan O'Brien, 3 times a world decathlon champion, Olympic champion and world record holder. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, well, her list of achievements goes on and on and on.
然而，这还不是最难以接受的。赛后，世锦赛组委会表示，中国队在交接棒的时候犯规了，所以直接取消了中国队的成绩。这一决策彻底把中国女子田径队打落地狱，因为根据奥运会的标准，世锦赛决赛的前8名都能直接获得东京奥运会接力参赛资格，而这一下彻底葬送了东京奥运会接力参赛资格。本来最低也可以拿个第8，却因为自己直接痛失资格。葛曼棋一瞬间跪在跑道上，眼中的泪水不自觉地流了下来。梁小静过来默默抱住了她。葛曼棋经过这次失误后，整个人拼了命的训练，只因为她说：“教练，我不想再哭了。”大家怎么看？评论区欢迎观众老爷们的来访。